All right, guys. Oh, I better take these sunglasses off here. In the past, I would wear sunglasses on these videos, and people didn't like it. They didn't like that they could not see my eyes. One guy actually emailed me and said, I wish you would take those sunglasses off. I don't think I can trust you. So, better leave those off. I don't want to make anybody mad. It's about 10 o'clock. I had to go out this morning to run some errands and go by Tractor Supply and get some stuff. I have a lot going on today. The first thing I need to do is try to close in this back wall back here. And I think I have enough pine to do it. In the last video, I think actually the last two videos, you guys have been watching me saw up this pine. And right there's a lot of the boards that came off the mill in the past few days. I can't remember how wide these are. Let me see. About 10 inches, good. About 10 inches wide. They're a full 1 inch thickness, 4/4. I'm going to be putting those today on that back wall right there. And I just realized I need more girts, I guess you would call it. Some people call it different stuff. That's these little horizontal pieces right here that run on the side of the wall that the siding attaches to. And I thought I ran this to the end of the building, but looks like I didn't. So after that's done, I'm going to try to move this heavy machine in its permanent position. And I'm not looking forward to this, guys. I'll go ahead and tell you up front, this is not going to be fun, but I do have some furniture movers that I bought at Tractor Supply this morning that I think will get that over there without causing any damage to the machine. We'll have to see how that goes later. All right, friends, it looks like I'm out of boards. I thought I might have enough to get over there to the corner, but I was wrong. That's a shocker right there, isn't it? But I went ahead and cleaned up this space right here and swept it out pretty good. Now later on, I'm going to put hardwood floors down on top of this concrete, and we'll make them on the molder, and that's going to be a whole other project right there, probably this fall. So this concrete is kind of temporary, and as soon as I can get some oats sawed up and through the kiln, we'll make some flooring in here. Ran out of my girts right there. I'm about 3 short, but I have some in here that are 1 inch on the thickness. Those I just put up are 3/4. So I can run these through the grizzly planer and get them down to 3/4. I usually don't like running green wood through a planer, but 3 of these right here won't be a big deal, I don't think. So before we go up to the sawmill and saw up some more boards, I want to go ahead and get this machine moved out of the way. I'm tired of walking around it. So let's go get the farm jack and prop this thing up, and hopefully this goes as planned. Famous last words right there. We should be okay. I thought about waiting until Dad was over here to do this, but I think I can handle it without his help. Although I can always call him, I guess, if I get in a bind. So if you're watching, Dad, keep your phone handy. Real fast, I get emails and comments all the time about you guys out there that are, I guess, building your toolkit, trying to get things together for doing work like sawmill work and farming and such. And this tool right here, guys, I don't show it all the time, but I use this thing probably twice a week. And this is a farm jack right here. It's a pretty basic tool. A lot of people go four-wheeling. You'll see Jeeps and stuff with this right here mounted on the back. They probably never use them. They probably got them for looks, to be honest with you. But I use mine all the time. I've had this one right here for about 10 years. And guys, it comes in handy all the time. You can get these at Tractor Supply. I think that's where I bought mine at. I don't know if Amazon carries them or not. I'll be shocked if they don't. If I can find one on Amazon without a real expensive shipping price, I'll put it down in the comments below. But friends, this right here is a very good investment and it's not too expensive. But something you do need to do to it periodically, sometimes I do this probably once a month, is I put some penetrating oil on all the mechanisms down there. And I use Blue Creeper right there. And a little disclaimer, this is a company owned by Logrite that sponsors the channel. They didn't ask me to mention Blue Creeper or nothing like that. I'm just showing you guys what I use here on the channel. I've been using Blue Creeper for years and it works, guys. It's a really good product. I'll leave a link to it down below also. Better than I thought it would. I think the front of the machine is on my right side. Actually, no. I'm not sure. I'll have to take some of this plastic off so I can see it. All right. You guys watch that end over there and let me know how close I am to the wall. Because I can't see. You guys can see better than I can. How we looking over there, guys? What do y'all think? We gonna make it? I think we're gonna make it. You guys keep watching out for me over there. I can't see the other side. I tell you what, Robert Evans, if you're watching there, Robert, my good friend, you've been a subscriber to my channel since the start, I'm pretty sure. If you don't care, Robert, I'm gonna designate you to watch the other side for me there. Robert, looky here. I hit this little white oak piece over here. You gotta do better there, pal. Huh. All right, old Robert. He's been a subscriber since I started. My first video, I think, get out of here, B, was in November of 2015. Before we head up to the Wood-Mizer and mill up some more pine, here's a close look at the hammer. I'm not going to unpack it yet. It's got this protection right here on the cast iron that keeps it from rusting. I don't want to do anything until I'm ready to assemble it all. I still got to run power over here also. So right here's the joiner table on top, and this is the main reason I got it. 16 inches right there. That's nice. Really nice machine. As you can see right here underneath it, there's another table. That's the planer side. When you want to run stuff through the planer, these tables will flip up out of the way and you set that part up. And the main reason I got it is for the jointer. I got to figure out how to get it off that pallet. What would you guys do? As you can see, it's sitting off the ground about 8 inches. And I'm not sure how to lift this thing up in the air in order to get it on the ground. I can't get the tractor in here. It's too small of an area. And I don't have an engine hoist or nothing like that. So let me know down in the comments below how you guys would get this off the pallet down to the floor. And once again, there's no rollers on it or nothing like that. It just kind of sits where it goes. So let me know what you guys will do. I'd appreciate the help. Before we head up to the sawmill and cut up some more pine, let's stop by the house real fast and eat some dinner. We're having Sloppy Jones tonight. All right, guys, if you thought those were some thick slabs I was taking off the edge of that log, you're exactly right. Let me explain why I did it that way. This is the slab that we just sawed off. It was the last cut I made on this cant. Now I'm ready for my 1-inch boards. This is the very center. Look at that knot right there. That's a good size knot. And like I've talked about in these videos in the past, when it comes to white pine or yellow pine in my area, most of the time it's from residential areas with really big knots on it. There's nothing I can do about it. That's just what we have here in Tennessee. The diameter of the knot, 6.5 inches. If I come down just below it, it's not going to get too small. I'm going to have a board with a pretty large knot in it, which means it's going to be very vulnerable just to breaking right there at that knot, because that's pretty much just a hole in the middle of the board. Here on our cant, right here is the center. Right there's that knot. There's one beside it there actually as well. Our diameter on the knot now that we took a heavy cut is 1.5. The other one is 2.5 inches. So by taking a heavier cut, you do have a little bit more waste that way, but your next board is a lot more stable and it's a lot more valuable. It don't have that large knot right there in the middle of it. Now you can gamble a little and just make a little skimmed cut off the top like I usually do to make your first board. And it's going to have that good sized knot right there. And you may get away with it. Your customer may notice it though later on and point it out to you. And he may not call you again when he wants some more boards. In my case, if I left it there, these are going to be boards for the timber frame siding. So when I hung it later on tonight or tomorrow morning, whenever I get around to it, there's a good chance it would have failed right there at that large knot, causing it to break. And then I would have had pretty much a useless board because I need 8 footers, not 4 footers. So for you guys out there running sawmills and you're getting low grade logs with large knots, or like me, white pine with huge knots on it, try doing that in the future and you may come out with some better boards on the end. And if somebody looks at you and they wonder what you're doing, just point them to this video and I'll try to explain it to them. I'll do my best. So that's my little education for the day on sawmills, guys. I'm always trying to share my knowledge here and I'm always learning as well. So this is a decent white pine log. Now that we took our heavy slab cuts, we got a decent cant with smaller knots. My width is 10 inches. My height right now, we're looking at 11 inches. So we should get at least 10 boards out of this. I need 12. I need 12 boards though. I don't need 10, I need 12. I need you to go grab another log, I guess, and I'll take these slabs to the burn pile. So, yep, that's what we'll have to do is grab another log. I'm running out of daylight. It's almost 7 o'clock, and Bruno's going to be hollering here in a few minutes to ride the tractor. I'll have to start for that also. So let's take these slabs down to the burn pile, bring up another pine, and get these cut up, because the way it's looking, it's going to be tomorrow morning before I finish putting up that wall. It's the way it goes sometimes. You get behind. What you guys think about those sloppy joes? Man, they're good. If you never had sloppy joes or never heard of them, go ahead and Google them right now. We'll wait on you while you look them up, because man, you're missing out. You talk about good stuff right there. Sloppy joes. There ain't nothing sloppy about them. Man, they're good. All right, guys, that log went pretty good. Watch where I'm walking here. I bet I stepped on a cat. We'll come back here in the morning and throw another pine on there. I'm about 3 boards short from closing in that wall. But that's good news, because in the morning, that means I get to run this sawmill. I'll have trouble sleeping tonight, to be honest with you. I'll tell you what, I get so excited just thinking about running this sawmill. I mean, I just love it. I'm ate up with it, I guess. I'm ate up with running the sawmill. It's all I ever want to do, to be honest with you. I can't get enough of it. So I'm kind of glad this happened, because now I have something to look forward to in the morning. Saw some more of that pine. Looks like Bruno's out here in his pajamas. Bruno, are you ready for the tractor ride? He's ready, folks. Let's do it. Bruno, we have a problem.
What?
We're out of gas. I'm just kidding. We're okay. Well, he sure was tore up over that one, wasn't he? He knew we went out of gas. Right when I said that, he looked at the gauge. He's a lot smarter than I am.